When creating a mostly to fully online student orientation, you need to remember to keep it simple at first, and then with each iteration build something else into it. For example, with the student orientation that I helped build with the courses in the program that I worked in, we first started out with brick and mortar in-person orientation sessions to familiarize the students with the course in the program, and also gave them the syllabus at that time, and then they went home and took an online orientation quiz, and then they came in to sign their course contract, and we talked about any issues or remaining questions they had about the course, and also the incorrect responses they had on the quiz, so they fully understood, hopefully, the course and how it worked. And then with the second iteration, what we did is we separated out a readiness quiz they took before even coming to orientation from the syllabus quiz, and then also we incorporated a planning calendar where they mapped out, according to the course syllabus calendar, all the things that they would need to do, all the appointments that they would need to make with us, either online or in person in our program, which was a hybrid and which soon came to be a fully online course. For the second iteration, what we did is we separated out a readiness quiz from the syllabus quiz, and the readiness quiz was taken even before they came to orientation to give them an idea of what type of learner was most successful in the hybrid and online environment, and also to give them an idea of expectations, like you need to get your textbook or whatever, the materials, have access to them even before the first day of classes, so you can get an idea of how you're going to pace yourself. And then also in that second iteration, we built in a planning calendar, so they would map out what they would do when they would be coming in to see us via Skype or web conferencing or in person. We had offices that they would come in and meet with us, and just to get an idea of how they would pace themselves to meet deadlines that came up along the term. For the third iteration, what we did was we created video tutorials that the students could watch online, and they were categorized based on different aspects of the course, for example, academic integrity, or how to complete a module, homework submissions, grading expectations, to how you're going to interact in the course, whether it is student to content or student to instructor or student to student, whether it's going to be in person or online where you go, kind of like a start here on a treasure map or for a scavenger hunt. So that gave them an idea of the course based on categories, and they had corresponding syllabus quizzes. And then during the course meeting, when they came either virtually or in person, we could see specifically what part of the course they were having problem understanding based on their types of quiz questions that they were answering incorrectly. Then also what we did for the fourth iteration was a fully online student orientation where they could sign their course contract. It was a series of statements which they would check off, and the last statement was, I am signing this by checking this box. I am giving my electronic signature. I acknowledge I understand how this course works. And then we would go over with them via web conferencing. We would share the screen and go over any questions that they had based on that contract, and also their planning calendar and quizzes, just web conferencing, which was very nice and convenient for those students who didn't want to come to campus in the brick and mortar facility. What was nice about having a fully online orientation was that it freed a lot of the instructor and administrator time to create sessions, either virtually or in person, that met the needs of the students when they needed it, versus requiring students to come to an hour and a half session, and then also neglecting those students who were trying to contact us. And we had a small program, so we were stretched to the limits as far as what time that we could offer certain students. For example, at the peak of the orientation, one year I was giving 11 sessions and I was getting all of these emails, but I was in session, so I wasn't responding until the very end of the day, and there were frustrated students who wanted to add. That you also need to provide meet and greets that are either virtual or in person, or also information sessions, walk-in hours where the students could come in brick and mortar facility or online to ask questions about how to do orientation.